You send off your messages, I assume.
Yeah, I might have to write them and send them off.
Travel north.
I was expecting Thomas to
Shaping the battlefield as previously specified on your way with your magical rings.
Great.
He also, because he was in an area where there was stone, has filled all of his empty belt pouches that he might have with stones. Because he has a sling.
Yeah.
This can amount to roughly about 15 to 20 odd sized stones per pouch. I don't have his sheet here, so I don't know how many pouches he has, but trust me, Craig, you did this. You never say you do it, but you did. It's like, oh, I keep running out of things. This Iceland, I take stones from building and crumble building and put into goat skin. I assume his pouches are made up of the scorpions of goats. They're already pouch shaped! What do you mean?
He's probably right.
You two testicles up, pour stones in.
So in the morning, you send off your messages, I assume.
Yeah, I might have to write them and send them off.
Travel north. Shaping the battlefield as previously specified on your way with your magical rings.
Great.
We did generally try to do a hunt now and then, but...
Yeah, but it wasn't regular.
No.
So I'm just going to do that. I would really suggest constantly rotating your watch. Seraphine will take one of the darkest hours.
That makes sense.
She will argue that after all, she is the most naturally gifted at late night activities. Because she's an elf.
Yes, of course. You can see better in the dark than we can. Except maybe Sula, I don't know.
After all, she says, I was the one who was able to follow that strange shadow that did all that work for us that one time.
So, yeah. So,
you take, I take watch immediate afterwards, yes. Sleep comfortable knowing we've done right.
I can do the first one.
Very well. And I'll do the one when the light comes up.
and I'll supplement the next lot.
And on the night of the second, you just arrive at Norgard in the evening. And the town is pretty quiet.
I suppose we should probably buy those tools we sent a letter for to be commissioned for leave first.
So you go see Sharps.
Yeah.
And he's like, I tried making them, but I can't.
Oh, really?
Yep, there's just, for some reason, it's like, you know, we try them out and they just break. I don't have anything strong enough. You know, that's just the way it is. We don't have the metal.
What kind of metal do you need?
I don't know, maybe, he's like, oh, I like this. He's like, I've never seen anything like that before.
Could you use that then?
We need these one as well.
Why?
It's half the set. He needs the other half.
Need both part to make work.
Do you know what that metal is?
Carved bone.
Okay.
I believe, Saphira, that he bought that half off Wajibu.
I believe I bought that half off Wajibu.
My ears are burning.
Oh, Wajibu. You're here, Wajibu?
Of course I am here.
Ah. I don't suppose you have any more of this metal that was used in these...
I suppose you have any more gold?
Not much more. Literally had enough to raise an army. But now it's gone.
I still have money.
Could have used that to raise an army.
We still need... we need these... We need him to be able to use this dragon bone dagger in order to...
Unless you have a bat dragon bone dagger.
That is such a rare thing. Well, I would not have one of those, I'm fairly sure. However, I did find some more of those strange tools.
Indeed.
Is this enough, Lee?
And I would be willing to trade them to you for that other half of that fragment of bone you have. You know, the half he doesn't need. Okay. There, now Craig has everything he needs. If he'd shown up, he could have negotiated a better price, but not likely. He would have said, 2 copper.
Yeah.
And then you say, you woman pay.
Yeah.
And then you would have, which would have been half a bone thing. You'd be surprised how intransigent the merchant was going to be. See, if he'd been here, then there would have been this dwarf in town who would have sold him the other half for, like, that fragment of bone if he would carve it into a thing.
Shit, that's
Makes
even
sense.
more expensive, yeah.
You know, like some kind of just like piece of jewellery or something. And he'd be like, oh, I can't without the other half of tools. Then he'd get the other half of the tools, carve the smaller half of the bone into that thing for the guy, and then walk away with his tools. Now he's getting uncarved bone thing from, because he wasn't here. So that's why you only have one half of a dragon bone, Lee. Craig, when you don't listen to this. You got your thing. Is there anything you want to do in Norgard? I guess I have to roll this fucking proficiency.
What do we want to just... We arrived at night, do we want to just spend the night here and then take...
Spend the
That's got to be low enough. I mean,
take
surely,
off first thing in the morning, basically?
surely he's really good at this.
At least here we'll get a decent... I mean, I was fine, but I don't know if you guys got a full night's rest where you guys were staying.
Oh, we sleep well. I don't think you would have got a full night's rest. I don't fucking get us on that.
I meant the quarters I was in was counted as like a luxury abode, but...
Not when you got 2 women in there with you, I don't think.
And of course I'll be like, you must be glad to be back home.
I would rather just get this all over with.
So you are planning on continuing with us in search of this final artifact? Or?
Yes. I'm bound to see it through to the end.
Of course, and you have your prophecy to fulfill.
Or not. You don't have to die, you know.
I get the feeling that man doing the job will not take no for an answer.
I would not wish it upon you, but fate is a hard thing to ignore.
He finds no comfort in your words.
I'll rest up here and make for winter home at first light.
I believe that's the best idea. I'll restock what I can.
Yes, you're probably in need of more arrows.
I acquired quite a few. But they don't have many arrows up here. I'll have to get them back.
What about you, Adrian? You prepared?
Yeah, I don't need anything.
Is there anything you want to do in town before you leave?
No, not really.
So everyone's sure that there is nothing for them here in Norga.
I don't think so.
Even the likelihood that the whole town could be smashed flat before you ever come back here.
Hopefully it depends which way the army comes.
Because they're all big moving down to...
I assume that they might have been ignoring here and going straight for the main hold, but I don't know.
Okay then. So be it. You leave.
I don't need to give his message to Talia because he got back, so...
You leave Norgard first thing in the morning and you travel to where Winterhome is.
The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Down, I presume. All the way down. There's the fire thing, and she uses the ring, and
God, I just realised we have a problem. Because we got the water ring earlier than we're meant to, there's a whole floor before we get to the final floor, isn't there?
I don't recall coming across like a water-based floor.
So there's a whole floor of traps we have to go through before we get to the floor we're actually trying to get to.
so the dungeon floor in this one is packed snow. Its dungeon walls appear to be hewn ice. You come down the spiral stone staircase, and it doesn't take you long to realise that you're familiar with the layout of this area.
Because it was that. I have that, or you still have the mystery map, basically.
Oh, thank you.
I gave it to one of you, so I know that.
I know I've got a lot of the maps, but I can't remember if I have the mystery map. Is it this one?
That's the one.
So what are the because I know she was given by Jew the words and commandments for the fire ring. Now, what I mean, she was told them, but what for our point of reference? What are the things that she can do? I mean, the words aren't necessarily important, but I'm guessing there's like a control, for instance, or get rid of.
It can intensify a fire's size. It can move fire as gestured at will. It can link all fires within a gestured line of sight under control. It can diminish fire. And it also has an ability to explode a fire like a fireball spell.
Oh shit.
You have come down a spiral stone staircase into room 7. Not the stairs indicated on the map.
Oh. Fuck me, where is room 7? Oh, there it is. Here's room
So
7.
I've also solved the gem problem. I've decided that all gems now come in like small, medium, large and huge size.
Okay.
So all gems you have found so far are small.
Oh.
And small would be sort of like about that fucking size.
Ah, okay.
Sort of little thing. And medium would be like a little thing about yay big. And large would be about like the size of your fist. And huge would be like big things. And anything bigger than that will be a special thing that will have its own size category. And
Are these things in the passageways that are marked, are they actually marked on this map?
those are there to let me know which corridor and thing you're in.
Oh, okay.
You were wondering if they were traps that were pointed
Yeah.
out, weren't you? I mean, because those things are doors, but I don't know what that is just past the doors.
Like right out of 7, there's a C, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose we head down corridor C.
Okay. I will, Roomba. 1. I find a sneaky trap. Don't, you see here, don't step on that.
Is it relatively easy to avoid?
It's tripwire.
Ah, okay.
Try and step over it.
Yeah.
I will step over it. You gotta roll for trying.
Same team, dude. Fine.
I believe you're A at the end.
You're
Yeah,
good.
I'm fine.
So there are a couple of
Never say try again,
burnt-out
eh?
torches and iron sconces towards the end near the door there. So where are you going?
Well, it looks like the best path to take would be down here and then around.
Do we even know where we're going? Are you assuming that it's in the middle somewhere, or?
Well, it looks like there are stairs here and here.
So you think we should go for those ones there near the middle?
Yeah.
They are heading down. If I read this right.
God, that's
Very
just
well.
confusing.
And straight ahead it is, I suppose.
I find another trap in E. You get to the door, and it is door number 42.
Oh, that's not the way we were going.
Which way are you going?
We're going into room 3.
Yeah, going straight. There's a door at the end of the. We were going through it, not down through the corridor.
Room 3.
I think that might be an 8, sorry.
Oh, okay.
You're on the same page here. I mean,
That
literally.
is not the way I would have chosen to go, but okay, right, okay. So instead of that, you find yourself at a locked door. Lee will try to open it. He will fail miserably. There's no way he could have pumped his stat up high enough to...
He gets a second try though now, doesn't he? Because he's a level 2.
Yeah, so he now needs to level up before he can try again. If he-
Oh, I thought you got like 1 try per level you are.
No, it's like you get to try, And if it's too hard for you, then when you've leveled up again, you're more experienced enough to go, oh, I think I can have another crack at that. That's with locks. Also, if you bung it hard enough, then you can permanently break the lock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, critical fails.
Lock is cannot pick lock. It is someone before has broken.
Could you try Seraphine?
I suppose. I don't know why you think I would be any good with locks. Let me see here.
I'll raise an eyebrow at that.
She fumbles around inexpertly with the lock, and the door swings open. She says, "Oh, it must not have been locked at all." Rolls deception. Yeah, go ahead, try and beat that. If you're suspicious, if you're not, then don't roll. Neophyte who was unworldly.
I mean, we've seen her work locks before, though, so...
I mean, I got her to do it back at the capes.
Not high enough, no.
Yeah, I didn't
Just
I got pretty good, but...
Must not have been locked.
no.
No, I don't need to shoulder charge it.
8 then. Room 8.
Successful. Roll for detect noise.
Okay, thank you. There is a slight breeze blowing mournfully throughout this level.
I rolled a 1.
You hear... That's bad.
No, on percentage.
Wow.
That's like...
You hear the noise of
super good.
water somewhere. Right. The room appears to be featureless upon first inspection, but as you sort of move the torch around, you actually find that the ice is sheeted in such a way that it looks like a rippling ocean as seen from the beach. If you've ever seen that.
Nope.
There is a door on the south, as you can see, and it appears to be unlocked. As in, it has a big padlock on it that is open and hanging off. The strap to the side is open and it's just sort of hanging off there.
That's not necessarily a good sign.
Lee or Seraphine, can either of you determine how recently this was unlocked?
This, look at, water is frosted, has been long time.
I'd like to hope so. I mean, unless somebody else has got a fire ring, I don't see how anybody else got here.
Another sword, maybe.
Check for traps.
Okay.
Who knows what? It could be deceiving, make us think that we're just supposed to go through there, but...
Lock all good.
What about around the door?
I'm checking. And that's the complete confidence of a person who rolled 86. Not that that really matters, but... It seems good.
I'll open it with my shield out.
Oh.
Anyway, like, just in case.
Okay, roll perception.
8.
The handle is cold. Stingingly cold.
Even through my glove, like my...
Your leather glove. Yeah. You can feel the cold like a stinging. But you man up and you open the door and your shield protects you from the nothing that happens. Okay, the south entry, there's a door, doesn't appear to have a lock on it at all. And south entry number 2 is an iron door, which you will notice the difference in the little icon.
Yeah.
And that appears to be firmly locked from your visual inspection.
That's where we want to go.
This room is covered in square tiles alternating white and black. The south and west walls are covered with a frozen slime.
How many squares by how many squares?
You see it on the map.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's the same as on the map. Okay. You know, but like they could have been different size in the tiles on them.
Okay, just for you, they're 1 foot by 1 foot tiles.
Okay.
No, it's a bank. Oh, banks haven't had that tiling for ages.
No.
Never mind.
Yeah. The like metal door, does that have like any bars or anything you can look through to see what's beyond it, or is it just solid?
No, it's a solid sheet.
Okay.
According to this.
According...
You spending some time looking around at the thing?
I'll look at the... you said there was like a frozen slime or something on the walls?
Yeah.
Do you mean slime isn't the creature, or do you mean it's just a slimy substance?
Like, that's slime.
Okay.
Slimy, it's slimer-ish. Like, a ghost has gone through the wall until it's covered in slime.
Oh yeah, okay.
It feels like ice.
Okay.
Can one of you see if you can get the iron door open? That's the door we want to go through according to this map.
Although it looks like we could also get through with that.
Oh, stupid. I don't think it was locked. It just swung open at my touch. Sleight of hand.
2 on the suspiciousness.
It certainly did swing open after some swearing and clicking noises and tools being secreted away. And
Death dealt fingers of you, Sarah.
Poison safe. I really hope you passed this.
I do.
You just avoided 50 damage.
Holy shit!
Yeah, cool.
I only just passed it too, I think. I'll double check that. But...
Well, the iron door is now standing open.
So
I
where did
assume that was
come
from the slime.
Was it from the slime?
Nope. When you opened the door, you got stabbed by a poison needle, and that took 2d4 rounds to onset.
Oh, okay.
Not that you know that. You probably won't discover the pinprick until you take your glove off.
So what's in room 13?
Oh, precious things. Well, the west entry appears to be a wooden door. It is partially concealed behind a statue of a fearsome dragon. And there is an iron door on the east wall.
Connecting to the eye corridor.
It seems to be.
Okay.
Does this dragon look familiar?
No, it's a dragon.
I don't know if it's a specific dragon.
Yes, famous Jib Dragonson.
I'll inspect the dragon statue, why not?
How are you doing that?
Just looking around.
So you,
like,
from where you are, from coming into the room, you're just looking at it.
not gonna like wander around like on all sides and just observe it from all angles.
Okay.
That's 11 on the looking.
Yeah, hang on, I've got to get the trap.
Oh, of course.
Because you just barged right into it, and it was right in front of the dragon statue. I'm assuming you stepped on that tile, and therefore... 17 points damage from acid,
Holy shit.
as it splashes out of the dragon's mouth all over you. I'm willing to knock 6 points of damage off of that if you're willing to have your shield destroyed.
I'm not having my shield destroyed. It's a fucking decent
It's
shield.
just an offer. Don't get all offended and knicker-twisted about it.
These traps do more than most of our enemies.
Yeah, well, you're further down now. You're supposed to be higher level. But you've easied your way through
So it
everything.
was 17.
Oh, I will check rest of room for more trap.
Are you okay, Saphira?
No!
He
What's
big tough
happened?
man.
I'm in the back. I'm in the store.
think she will-
Haven't entered in, so I don't know.
Big man, water, like slime water come out and he act all butter. Easy, just wash off.
It's not water.
Oh, okay. Saw a dragon vomit on him and he get all sticky.
It burns.
You should probably heal yourself.
I'm going to have to. I think I'm more hurt now than when we left.
We should wait for them to clear the room, Saphiro.
Oh, there, this door on wall here behind also have cunning trap in. You want I disable?
Yes.
We don't need to go through that door, so it should be fine.
I'm just assuming that he's put points into find remove traps.
Yeah, I assumed he would find remove tracks and lockpicking.
Yeah, I'm assuming that. So, just barely. Yeah, okay. He pulls out this complicated things, and he's got like some needles, and he's like, oh, needles, not put in sling, just. My pocket's full of stones. Can't carry all of it.
Should you just be throwing those on the ground, Lee?
If bad people follow us, step on needle. He is clever.
Oh, if you say so.
I'm more concerned that one of these guys would stand on it, so I'll pick them up
Okay.
and put them away.
So long as someone's carrying them.
Yep.
So what do now?
We want to go...
Sorry. Your inspection did pay off, however, and you will see that the front of the dragon has a little handle on it near the base of the statue.
Okay.
Like a drawer.
Oh, okay. It's like you open it up and.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what the hell? I've healed myself now. I might as well open it up. I'll get Lee, can you check? Make sure this drawer is not
no one more
hiding any.
No more one vomit. I look. No, it's all good. It's easy. No trap. No trap.
Oh god. Oh god.
Lee assured me.
Oh no.
I took his word.
7 damage. This time from a little spring-loaded dart. However, I'm willing to take that 7 damage off you if the dart hits your rat.
There's no
However,
way...
inside the drawer is an incredibly fine-looking shield of kite design. It appears to be a wooden shield with straps on the inside, bound heavily with what seems to be iron, but is in fact lighter somehow, of a steely colour. And the entire front has been enameled with the same metal.
Oh, okay.
It is got like rivet in each corner, and it has once been painted, but the paint is worn off with age. Although you can, if you want to spend 10 minutes examining it.
Well, I'll examine it as we travel if I can do, or do I have to be motionless when examining?
You have to actually be like, because you're trying to pick out an old design.
I might do that later. So
Okay.
for now, I'll just. But I will take that shield.
Oh god, it doesn't give its weight, but it would be the same weight as a medium shield.
Which I can still carry because.
But not an iron one, because it's actually wood and steel.
Any suggestions as to what I should call this shield? I'll just call it banded kite shield, or
It's not banded. It's
No.
actually it's actually got a metal front
Mm-hmm.
on it, although it's thin. It's
It's like dragon statue shield.
yeah, I'd call it that for now. And as a reminder, it's the hidden treasure from room 13 of Winterhome
I'll call it dragon
Map.
kite shield
5.
because dragon and statue won't fit in the very small equipment.
Well, it's not a kite shield; it's just kite shaped.
Oh, okay.
A kite shield is a big, tall
Yeah.
shield. This is a medium shield that is in that sort of standard
Kite.
shield shape that you always think of. I personally would prefer the round ones. They were better.
It's a video game shield.
Oh no, they were really used.
No, but I mean, like, it's the traditional video game shield.
Oh, yeah.
Is what I mean, yeah.
Your shield icon shield.
Yeah.
let's see, what is my current shield was £10, so I'm guessing it's like 5 or 6.
Probably close to 7.
7. I'm guessing I don't know what the stats are yet.
Of course you don't. As far as you're concerned, it would be the same as your current shield.
Well, I'll switch them
See,
over.
you should have taken the shield loss.
Who's to know that?
So, in hindsight.
Yeah, in hindsight, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I actually, to preserve the surprise for me, I have like spoiler tags around the hidden treasures.
Oh.
So it's like if they find it, I go click, and now it's like, oh man, there's that.
We do have one scroll of identifier left if you wanted to check it out, Zafira.
Doesn't take long to use those, does it? So,
Well, actually, the advanced scrolls, no, but it takes about, what, 2 hours to use a regular one?
We have an advanced one.
Yeah. If you want to waste it, go ahead.
can you detect if this even is magical first?
I don't have that memorized.
I don't either, but I can also do the same. We'll leave it for now. We'll
Okay.
determine that it is magical first before determining whether to identify it. Let's move on.
Move on where?
Room 44. Can I search for secrets?
There's a stone door ahead of you. You can, yes. You got a D6 roll for that.
What do I get? Does it work on 6 or 1?
6.
Lee, check the check the film. Never mind. He's already rolled.
Only trap is delicious water.
Oh god.
I hope it is delicious water. Or even better, that wonderful hallucinogenic stuff we found.
That heals you.
Yeah, in the lament.
Right, so what room are you hitting? 44, was it?
Yep.
Yeah, you got a stone door in front of you. Is a lock. I try open.
I'll look to Seraphine and just raise an eyebrow with a smirk.
It's easy! Click. Yeah, easy. No
Never
problem.
mind.
What's in room 44?
Well, on the east wall, there is a tapestry of some kind of zombie. And the floor is covered in bones.
Well, Lee's going to have a field day.
I filled pack with sample of best bone.
So the bones, just judging from looking at mostly the skulls on that, are these human or goblin?
There's a pile of skulls at the foot of the tapestry, and the rest of the bones are sort of like
Just
in the
all
room.
over the place, scattered.
Yeah.
Okay. Judging by the skulls, like what are they?
Yeah,
They're mostly human.
mostly human. Okay. This is ominous.
This room isn't going to come to life around us, is it?
I hope not.
I check for trap before dragon vomit on you again. It's easy. No trap.
That's what you said about that drawer.
It was on inside. Couldn't see outside. Had not have magic eye. Yeah, that way.
I see.
Next time I slide thin bit of bone in and catch trigger thing maybe.
That might be a good idea. Yes.
I learn thing. I can learn.
Of course you can learn.
It's easy.
I don't want to linger here.
No, I feel we should leave immediately, Sir Seraphine,
So do I.
without investigating the tapestry at all.
Yes, I don't think it has
Such
anything
things
to do.
are disquieting. Undead are abominations.
So
Be careful to hold your tongue when we get back around the armies of Zeiss.
I wasn't born yesterday.
we want to go to room 20.
20, huh?
Oh, this is the
Well,
boring room.
The door's there. All you got to do is open it and go through.
Does anyone want to check the door?
I check again. Okay. Good. No, it's not trap. It's good. Easy.
Is it
No, Not locked.
What type of door is it? Is it just a metal door?
It is a simple wooden door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No. Oh well, open it again with the shield out. Hopefully he's actually been effective this time. I'm not going to get...
Yeah, okay, so you're in room 20. There are several monstrous corpses scattered throughout the room. A bent chisel lies in the southwest corner.
Monstrous corpses?
To the north is an unlocked, strong-looking wooden door. To the south is a simple-looking wooden door that appears to be stupidly heavily locked.
It's got locks within locks.
Careful, I check room and bodies for trap. Yeah. No trap room, I check the bodies. No trap.
How fresh do these bodies look? I'm guessing they're mostly preserved from being frozen more than anything
Yeah, that's
else.
the ticket.
Okay.
Well, we want to go through this south door, the one with all the locks on it.
That seems about right.
Yeah.
I would watch the bodies.
I know undo lock. Let me have a look. Maybe they're not locked at all, like all the previous ones.
Ah!
No, they do certainly seem to be very heavily locked. In fact, I think I just broke one.
You broke one of the locks.
Yes, it's now permanently fused into lock position.
Can you break it so that it's not fused to lock position?
Maybe if one of you burly lads would like to barge the door down.
Well, we'll wait until the other locks are undone and then give it a go.
Do you not
Utter failure.
find it weird that there's many locks on that door?
Obviously,
Yes.
they want to hide something. Well, according to the map, is there any other ways to get to where we need to go?
There is, but we need to go through like 4 more rooms.
Or we could have taken those corridor around. If we had have gone the other way.
I mean, yeah, but I kind of wanted to go the shortest way possible.
Yes, but
How's that working out for you?
less rooms means less problems.
Or not necessarily. Most of the problems we've run into in the previous floors have been down the corridors with the traps.
Is that the dragon?
Well, except for that. But that was only on this floor.
So, how many locks did get undone in the...
None.
None of them.
Oh, wow.
Come on, man. Barge it open.
Oh, try, but... I mean, then there's that many locks attached to it. I might have been able to do it when there was 1, maybe 2, but I don't
So all
see...
you got to do is get your open doors roll.
Adrian, the master of opening doors. If you recall.
Yes.
Well, I beat the open
Yes! Damn it!
So you ran into him.
The Spiro bursts the door open.
There we go.
You won't have time to say that because this is a penitent man may pass door.
So I'm going to get down on my knees and roll to the side.
Hang on a moment. Gotta double check everything here. Oh, no. You're lucky. It was the north door.
No.
Yeah, the door bursts open and you find yourself able to move beyond into the short corridor, which leads to 35, I believe.
Yep.
Okay, right, so you're coming out from the secret door. If you were in the room on the other side, this would be hidden from you.
Oh, okay.
Right, so you open the door and it's a bit hard to move, but you force it open. There's a statue built into the other side of the door, you see, which makes it heavier, of an armoured warrior. You find yourself in the room. There is another entry on the west wall of a very strong iron-bound wooden door. And on the southern wall there is a scroll of unreadable writing.
Because it's so damaged, or because it's
Because it's in a foreign language.
none of us understand? Okay. Seraphine, can you read that?
No.
What about you, Lee?
I'd say it is easy.
You can't read at all, can you?
That not for men. Man do man thing.
There's nothing wrong with being literate and being a man.
Put on dress.
No.
And dance around, because nothing wrong with doing girl thing apparently. Or it okay for wise man, because he wise.
Something wrong, Zulin?
She being woman, probably period. No, that's. I don't know.
No, it's all right. I just don't think you got that.
No, let's go. Because whatever I'm filling in, so it doesn't matter.
No,
I'm a wise man.
Wise man just got barfed on by dragon and then shot in groin.
And whose fault was that second one?
I don't remember. Maybe. Oh, maybe I check for a trap. Yeah.
Yes, maybe you should go check for traps. Yeah.
Room fine.
So on the south wall, there's just that scroll of writing. It's not a door, apparently.
Scroll writing.
There should be a door there.
Maybe we
Where
make
are we
door.
now?
Chisel in our room.
Oh, yeah.
So you said you'd check for traps, Lee?
Yeah, our room pretty good.
I'm gonna search for secrets where the door should be. According to this map.
That's fair enough reason to do it, yeah. Map says it's there.
Yep.
Well done.
Fuck me. Fuck me in the ass. This is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps. Damn it. I can't find anything.
I'll give you a hand. That's good, right?
That is the opposite.
Oh. It does say there should be a door here. I'm sure this writing has something to do with it. I don't suppose you can read this, can you, Scribbles?
Squeak.
He just squeaks, he doesn't shake his
Beyond,
head.
do you understand it?
I can't read. I'm old man.
Can we tell what kind of...
Don't even ask if I can read. No.
Can we tell what kind of writing it is, even if we don't understand it? Like
It looks like we've seen this writing in this
that
in the
draconian
before. Yeah.
stuff? Okay.
Do you not have that book that you could use?
I could.
What? You could translate this?
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you say that at the start?
Well, it only has a set amount of charges, and I didn't want to just use them.
Well, what else would you use it on? Other books?
Well, yeah, that's the most efficient way to use it.
Do you have any other books now to use it on?
Well, no, not currently. But at the rate that we acquire things, we could stumble across some... Fine, I'll do it.
If you wish not to do it, it's not an issue. I wouldn't push the point.
You can't just talk me into something and then back off, Solon. You have to commit, 100%.
Well then hurry up and do it and stop whining.
So I take it.
Take it
Page
to
out
your
of
page out.
And then, like... Woo.
Woo!
It reads, "What a fool believes he sees."
Oh,
So there should be a door, judging by the map.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just try to, open it.
Okay, you open the door.
Okay.
Well done, Adrian.
Now that he has demonstrated doorness, the illusion is shattered. This has a stone sarcophagus on the southwest corner of the room.
Oh, didn't we do this
There are
already?
several broken arrows scattered throughout the room. The shadows of the room draw long.
What is the light source that's making the shadows do that?
The glows on the wall are
Okay.
uneven.
Okay.
There is a stone door to the west.
Past the
And on the
sarcophagus,
east,
I'm
a
guessing.
wooden door with a strange glowing symbol instead of a lock.
Is the symbol recognizable in any way?
It's intricate and arcane. You think it might be written in Enochian.
That's an ominous door.
It's not the one we want to go through anyway.
So we have to just go past that sarcophagus at the end there with the arrows all around it.
Well, I'm sure if we don't open this stone sarcophagus, nothing bad will happen.
Unless we need to open it to pass.
Do you remember what happened when we opened the last stone sarcophagus, Sulin?
I do.
That's why opening this one is a terrible idea.
Well, to be fair, all the 9 are out, so there's not like a 10th one suddenly going to appear.
That you know of.
And also we needed to open up that one to pass.
Well, sure, but it was still a terrible idea.
We only live once.
Oh, so they say.
That's not necessarily an excuse.
Once for your quest and then go away.
Especially considering that we've all died at least once.
And we came back. So what's the issue?
There's only so many times that's going to happen, Sulan. We're not all indestructible like our friend here.
I don't mind telling you I'm a little scared.
Let's just get out of here. This place is creepy.
Okay, so yeah, we'll head to the nice safe door on the
I have my
west.
sword out anyway, if you're wondering.
So you're going to open the stone door.
Yeah, that's the one without the like glowing writing on it.
So you grasp the handle
Yeah.
and you pull it down,
Sure.
and it goes clunk,
Sure. Sounds good.
and it doesn't open.
Oh.
But from sort of the roof, water starts pouring in, and all the doors go slam, shimmering field.
So where's the water coming from?
There is now seemingly a gap around the edge of the ceiling. And it's pouring
Mufaja.
in. Doing what?
Freezing it.
Cool. The ice is pushed forward by more water.
Succumfu.
Diminishing it,
Yeah.
more larger water comes through behind it.
Rebufu.
Okay, it tries to push against the flow of water, but eventually is pushed back by the other regular flowing water that you can't see and can't affect.
Are you alright there?
I'll keep doing this. Try to find a way out of the room.
Okay, basically your efforts will double the amount of time it takes to fill the room up that I just rolled. It's pretty funny anyway.
Okay, so we'll go to the other door, I suppose.
Hang on a
Just
minute.
Go ahead.
Adi? It's not working.
What
Oh,
did you try to do?
I need fire.
Yeah,
You mean,
so
like,
don't you actually need a
torches?
source of
You're
fire?
actually carrying a torch?
He's got the torch.
I thought you didn't use torches down here.
We don't.
No, we don't, yeah.
Yeah, I actually need fire to work with.
I have a torch in my backpack.
I'll fetch it out of Adrian's backpack and then use the flint and tinder to light it.
So 5 minutes later you light it. Cool, her room's half full.
Oh wow.
So she basically just diverts the fire to blast against the wall, and it slowly starts melting. In about 10 minutes I should have us through.
2 minutes
Don't
to
know
be
if
dread.
we've got 10 minutes.
Then where's an exit?
Although if you start at the bottom, then maybe the water will start leaking out of the room.
Water extinguishes fire.
Just saying. Okay.
I assume I can't just like say Succumbu forever and just diminish it, because it just comes back eventually, doesn't it? Yeah.
No, but
That's why I said
that's
you're
buying
slowing
us
it
the
down.
time. Yeah.
You are doing that, and
Yeah.
it's buying you time.
Okay, so I'm not going to inspect that door with the head. I mean, there's a field in front of it, though, isn't there?
Yeah. Now, if you try to touch it, you take a point of damage.
Okay.
You'll also notice it's keeping the water away.
Can I open the sarcophagus this time?
If you must.
Can you see any other way out?
I could try and ram down that stone door with my mighty shoulder.
It won't
And then
work.
after I die,
It won't work. The water's too deep now. You wouldn't be able to get up the momentum in order to do that.
I don't understand what you're saying. Oh. It doesn't matter what you were saying. I can't run either. He doesn't know what momentum
I know.
Just open it then, Sulin!
Yes, I'll give you a hand.
So we'll start pushing the lid off.
Open doors.
That was you.
That
passed
beats
with
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll anyway because I was going.
Oh.
It definitely beats it.
Between the two of us, we definitely do.
Fuck yeah.
Splash. Indeed, there is a doorway in the bottom of it.
So we have to, like... Sulin, can you swim down there and open that? I can't
No,
swim
the
with
water
the
hasn't reached.
Hasn't reached
Yeah,
the
it hasn't reached the top of the sarcophagus
Oh, okay
yet.
then. I'll lean in and pull open the door, I guess.
Okay. There's a stairwell.
Okay, I'll go down the... Oh,
There's
there's
a-
a stairwell.
There's a stairwell.
Right, everyone go down.
You know the water's going to follow us soon.
Yeah, but I can freeze it on top.
We'll close the door. Then it will have to knock.
Everybody in. I'll close it behind us.
No, I can freeze it as it comes down.
So, that everyone else has piled in, leaving you three clowns.
We'll
Well,
go
down,
in.
down,
Yeah.
Yeah, climb down, and then as it like starts to flow,
We'll close the door.
Yeah.
If
And,
it hasn't got up
Yeah.
there
and
yet.
then if it starts to seep around the door,
Yeah.
then you'll seal it.
Yeah.
So you're in a small passage leading, funnily enough, it sort of crosses into where the centre of the room would be, and then it heads west for a bit, and then it goes up.
Yeah.
So we come out at room 16 or something?
Room 3.
Or room 3?
Because it goes.
Oh, like that, I see. Oh, that's actually what the... Okay. That's it.
So you come out of a sloped pit edged with iron spikes in the northeast corner of the room. On the west wall there is some writing scribbled there with what looks like charcoal.
Okay, I think we're off the map.
Okay.
How do you figure this is room 3?
Is it? Wouldn't we come in through the east side of...
The west entry is a trapped and locked stone door.
Oh, I
The east
see.
entry is a strong wooden door.
Yep.
And the room features a sloped pit lined with iron spikes which leads down to
okay.
an underground corridor which you were in. Try
Okay.
to pay attention for 3 seconds.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know it's hard, but try.
Okay. The writing is the writing on the wall in common.
Yes.
What does it say?
The Circle of the Golden Crown looted this place.
Who is the Circle of Golden Crown?
No trap. I checked doors.
Yeah, have they heard
Oh,
of the
that's
circle?
100. No trap. No trap on
Have
this
they
one.
heard of the Circle of the Golden Crown?
No. There's no trap on other door either.
I want to head west, I believe, isn't it?
Yep, to room 31.
So what are you guys doing?
We're heading into room 31. Ideally with nothing eventful happening along the way, and we make it there with no traps going off.
Yes.
I mean, I assume Lee's checking.
He checked all 3 doors, but...
Yeah, but then there's like a small corridor and then another
Yeah.
door. It's a lot of things to check.
So you mean there is this very small corridor and another door straight away, so...
Are you sure you're hitting to 31?
Yep.
I suppose so.
Well, the other corridor would just take us back to the water room again.
No, it wouldn't, because as you see, there's a diversion off to the south.
Oh, there is that, yeah, but that...
And then you would be right back on course to where you were going? Or
No,
were you
no,
we're
this
going
way
to the
anyway?
other stairs.
We're going to the stairs with the arrow on them.
Oh,
The ones
okay,
that-
so the ones that lead down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because those other ones probably lead up, which should probably just be back up.
How would
where
that make any sense? That's not where we got. That's not where we came down, though.
No.
Confusing, isn't it?
Probably leads to Roman's secret lair.
Well,
Yeah.
the yard.
He is down here somewhere.
Yeah. No, he's way down further. Way down.
Okay.
Grab the wrong one all the way
I
through.
noticed you rolled a percentile at a 20.
12 in it.
Grab one, grab two, but I grabbed the wrong two.
Oh damn, 70-12, I hate that.
Okay, so you go through the door into room 31.
Yep.
There is a forge and an anvil in the center of the room. The door snaps shut behind you once you're all in. It cannot be opened
Damn
through
it.
any means. There is a mural on the north wall.
Okay.
It appears to just be a passage of dungeon with, a room in a dungeon with an anvil in it and a group of people clustered around the anvil.
So it's a mirror.
Nope, it's a mural. It's a picture.
Because we're not
Ah.
clustered around the anvil yet, to be fair. Like, we haven't
Ah.
said we've done that yet.
So it's this room, but with people in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is no apparent way out.
Is there anything on the mural that's on the anvil or different about the anvil?
No,
Or anything? No?
I mean, it's not an identical representation. It's obviously like got angles because of the
Yeah.
the art in that. But
So where there should be a door on this map, there is just wall.
according to this, yes.
Okay.
Is the anvil facing the same way in the tapestry that it is in the real world?
It's not a mirror reflection, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, just wondering if like the anvils have to have the pointy part and then the flat part. I was wondering if it was
The
like
orb.
rotated or anything like that. In an inverse in any way? No? Okay.
Is it just an anvil? Is there like other stuff there?
There is a forge anvil
No.
sitting in the center of the room.
So should we stand around like the picture shows?
I mean, we could.
We've had similar things happen before.
Oh well, yeah. Gather round the anvil.
Lee, is there any pressure plates or traps around the edge of the anvil?
I check. You can all roll perception while he's doing that. No trap.
Ooh.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Net
Well, that
20.
puts my 3 to shame.
Well, the mural on the north wall changes to a picture of a man in a wolf's head cloak bending over near an anvil, checking the ground.
Hey, look at the tapestry. It's Lee's on the tapestry.
The mural updates to what he's doing right now. Like just slightly different pose.
Huh.
That's odd.
What do you think causes it?
Must be some kind of magic.
Well, what else would do it?
Mirrors? Lots of mirrors.
Can you
Maybe.
not see the weaves or the way it works?
There isn't like a door pictured in the background of the tapestry that's not there in the real world, is there?
No, it's a really big representation of Lee in an anvil.
Yeah, okay.
So, Lee, if you step back from the anvil,
There's a picture of a guy looking up like this. He's got like a wolfy thing. He's vaguely Asian. There's an anvil in the background. And Lee steps out and says, "Oh, okay, crazy one. Oh, yeah, really good looking. That good art taste. Is that always there?
Changes as you do.
Huh. It very good. We keep?
Probably not a good idea.
How would we carry it anywhere?
Well, you could roll it up, but it is pretty large.
Or are there any traps?
No trap.
I'll walk the room.
Okay. Good job.
Is there anything behind the tapestry?
Well, it's a mural for one.
Oh, mural, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so it's just, okay,
Yeah.
never mind, it's on the wall.
So
Yeah, that's why I asked how we would carry it.
yes, in the broader scheme of things.
Yeah.
But no, in that what I believe you intend.
Well, maybe we should try standing around the anvil.
Sure.
Okay. Well, here we are.
And there we are, I'm guessing, as well.
No,
Oh.
it's still Lee looking up.
So Lee's the only one who gets...
It's not
seen.
following him as he currently is, though, now, is it?
No.
It's the way he was.
Wait, Lee, go over to the... It's not... It isn't following him, is it? It's always centered on the anvil.
Now there's a standing picture of Lee, and there's an elf, half elf beside him, and he's sort of looking across there, and he's just like a hint of a wall in the background.
Lee, if you wander close to the door, it might put a picture of the door on the mural.
Okay. He wanders over to the door.
Is there no door?
No.
Okay.
It not work. Can I come back now?
Sure.
This boring.
Sure is bizarre. Can I move the anvil, or is it too heavy?
Oh, I'm sure with enough effort you could.
4 on the die.
Sure, I mean, you know, it's not anchored to the ground.
There's nothing under it.
After 10 minutes of pushing, you manage to establish that the floor under it is slightly cleaner.
Yeah. There's nothing under here.
Does it still just follow Lee, or does the thing change?
Hasn't changed at all.
Oh, okay.
Does it say there's supposed to be another way out of here?
Yeah, about here.
According to the map, there should be a door right here. Maybe it's hidden by another illusion. We should try and... there isn't a...
Maybe if Lee tries, since the room's focused
Well,
on
I'm
him.
gonna look for search for secrets, because you never know. 6.
Oh, okay, I try. The mural is now a picture of Lee looking at an Amazon woman who's not wearing much. Meanwhile, Lee's over there. He's trying to do door opening things like you did, but nothing's happening.
Ken got a 6 on his search for secrets.
Yeah.
Search for secrets, eh? You don't find anything.
Adrian's really a
Fortunately
woman. It doesn't have to be secret out of the room, does it?
You're real funny. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
You could be casting an illusion. I don't know.
I'm out of ideas. I thought maybe by changing the perspective to pick up an image of a door, it might have somehow created another door through magic, but it just seems to
It's always,
show what's going on, but doesn't show any way out.
it doesn't actually show what's really going on, though. It's more focused on what Lee's doing.
But not even concurrently. Or like
The
before.
mural is now like Lee doing this to nothing.
Oh, so it is actually following him doing that now.
Well, I mean, the images of him doing
Ah.
that now. Ah, useless! Ah! He kicks the wall.
I could try shoulder charging the area where the door is supposed to be.
Not what I mean. He's pointing to the door that is perma-locked and you can't get through.
Yeah, but you said that we can't get through that.
Yeah, but you don't know that.
So he succeeded an open doors check on the spot where the door should be according to the map.
You
Yeah.
hurt yourself.
Yeah. Ow! Well, that didn't do anything.
Saphiro, are you alright?
That was a bit
Fine.
reckless.
The mural is now you lying on your butt. Sitting on your butt where you are, having bounced off the wall.
Now it's showing the most interesting thing that happened in the room.
Thanks, Sulam.
Well, no one else did anything.
Picture of the mural is now of a rather annoyed looking Amazon woman.
Is it because you... Oh, I didn't say anything about showing anything. Maybe it's triggered some kind of phrase or action.
But is it really helpful in any way?
I don't think it is.
Saphira.
Picture is now of an undignified looking beggar peasant.
Door.
What, Sphero?
Yeah.
I just said door.
Good for you.
Nothing changes, okay.
You don't become Jim Morrison or anything.
No.
No,
Exit.
I can't remember the names of anyone else in
No, I don't think anyone else
can.
can.
No one can.
Exit.
Computer arch! Saphiro.
Me again.
Sulin. It's you. I think I know what this is. It shows you who you talk about.
Yes, but
Who you mentioned.
how does that help us get out of here?
Roman. There's a picture of a guy in an ice thing with like columns all around, and he's like,
So who works beyond this room?
This isn't...
Belloc.
nothing. Blank.
Maybe it only works with people that are
It's
inside
a
here.
scrying wall. These are rare.
Mara?
I don't think she made it. It's blank.
Oh,
It may not be
Maybe it's got only a certain
maybe it
range.
doesn't work beyond this.
this room.
No, it must work beyond this room, but not beyond Winterhome.
Yes.
Frostwalker.
Would Jibu? Would he still be here at this time?
Wait, are we here at this time? I mean, other us.
Well,
No.
if Roman's just been frozen, we may or may not be.
Well, this doesn't really help, does it?
No, it doesn't let us get out of here. I mean, unless we can walk through that mural whenever we mention somebody else that's in here and get to a location that's not here.
Look, Roman.
I understand your reluctance.
No wall.
Again, it's an interesting magical... I don't even call it an artifact wall object, but... Well, we're trapped in here.
Maybe if we each went to a different part of the room and we called our names, we might be able to see a hidden exit of some kind.
Okay.
I mean, who knows what its power could extend to?
It's worth a try.
I mean, it didn't work when we said my name and I was standing right beside the place where the door should be on the map. But
We know the map is accurate.
It has been so far.
Well, maybe
Okay.
the door is...
of course, if the door is on the mural itself, then we wouldn't be able to see it because the mural will be showing us the mural.
Isn't the door on the other wall over there?
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, the mural's on the north.
Yeah.
Well, there's the door
I'm
seat.
just saying that's right. Okay, go to the north. Somebody go to the Seraphine. Go to the north wall.
The mural becomes a picture of her starting to turn around and head over to the north wall. Then she does.
And when she gets there, it doesn't. Two of you. Anyway, Adrian, southeast corner.
Sure.
Adrian.
Hi.
Doesn't show anything.
Not really.
Well, I'll go to this. I'll go to the opposite wall.
Which is west.
South of this was southwest. I'll go. Somebody say my name.
Does it work?
Yeah.
Yeah, it speaks rat, isn't that handy little fellow?
Nothing shows up. It's just you in a corner. You in a spotlight. Losing your religion. Or religious.
You already
position.
tried it on where that door was, and that didn't work.
What door?
The door we came through that was...
No, you haven't tried
Yes,
it on
no, we did.
No, we
Yeah.
haven't.
I said for Lee to go over there, and when it was focused on him, and nothing showed up. that
Because
was
when
my
you
friend.
said his name,
He wasn't at the door.
by the door.
It only takes
No,
a
I
freeze
said I
frame.
told him to go over to the door when I said his name. And then I said his name. Well, I didn't say his name, but I mean I told him to go over the door when it was... and stand there.
No, but
Yeah.
it takes a freeze frame image.
Yeah.
It doesn't follow along.
When
Yeah.
you said go
Yeah.
over to the door,
Yeah.
you didn't say his name while he was by the door.
No.
So of course it didn't work.
Oh, okay. Because that was what I meant for it to basically happen. That was the
Well,
whole
that's
reason.
what happened. You said
Yeah.
Lee, go, and when
Yeah.
you said that, he
Yeah.
was over there. So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
took a picture of him when he was
Oh,
over
no,
there.
yeah.
It doesn't. It's not a movie.
No, I know. Okay, I wasn't sure what exactly when it took, how often it took the freezes.
When you say the name,
Yeah.
and only when you say the name.
Okay.
Lee, go over by that door.
Ah, okay.
Lee.
Yeah, there's a door there.
That's what I wanted to do from the start, but okay.
I mean, you can see the door.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's not news.
Yeah.
There's him looking confused, standing by a door.
Is it exactly the same, or does it look slightly different?
It's like a little stylized because of the
Ah,
art.
because of the art.
style, but-
Okay.
And without saying anything, go and try to open the door.
The door that
Not the one that Lee's standing beside, but the one that is now on the freeze.
Ah, okay. So you're
Yeah.
just reaching out there and grabbing the handle.
Yeah.
And then you're going to pull down on the handle.
Well, I don't know what kind of handle it is, but sure, okay.
Okay, well, obviously your hand just meets a solid wall because it's
Okay.
a solid. For a mural. Yeah. You can't, Scrabble though you may, you can't open the door.
Well, so much for that idea.
Right, where does the map say the door's supposed to be then?
Right here.
Get out the way. And light a torch.
I will take out a couple of those shields we had cut up.
If we light a fire over by that door, I can blow the whole wall down.
So I'll put the wood by the wall.
We might need something to hide behind so the fireball doesn't kill us.
How about the anvil?
That's a small anvil,
Not big
Saphira.
enough to protect us.
I was thinking more like giant, big, solid wall of ice.
Yeah. I'll make one.
Good.
You know when fire hits ice, it often explodes.
That's why you make the wall of ice bigger, Saphira.
Or you make it liquid water that just holds its place. Can you do that?
No.
Well, you're worthful.
Yeah, about making a liquid center.
I could make it flow up, and then it would hit the roof and then come down and then flow up again. I could try that.
Ooh, do that. Like a big circle of water, like on a very thin wheel.
We'll try to do that.
Cool. Hope we're all behind the water wall.
Yes.
Argadine! Yeah, raised wall saves our lives.
Yay.
And the wall's now significantly further back than it looked initially. And what you have here is there is solid ice, and then there's a tunnel like about 10 feet in. And what it looked like was the door was actually a small hatch on the ceiling. And it sloped down into a tunnel.
Yeah.
So that's why you couldn't pierce the illusion. Because it was up there, you needed to be on someone's shoulders.
There's...
Fortunately, the solution appears to be forest-destroying fire.
Yeah, that's really...
And lots of it.
Do you feel conflicted about having to use fire like this?
Thank you for bringing it up.
I was thinking the same thing.
It's because I get the fire ring, don't I?
You could have my lightning ring.
It won't work.
It didn't say that it would work. I said you could have my lightning ring.
I think it would be much better to have a ring that can prevent lightning from hitting people
Then setting things on fire.
than setting things on fire, to be honest.
Well, to be honest and fair, with your ring, you could prevent a forest that was already set on fire.
But see, if I had the lightning ring, then I'd be able to help him get into the magic house with the lightning trap. Instead, all I could do is burn it down and watch it rebuild itself.
A lightning trap?
In the magic house.
I don't recall there being a lightning trap.
It starts fizzing when you go in.
Let's continue on.